Hi, I'm Chris with Check 6 Creative Studios, and in this short video I'm going to show you how to install our Mevo Cooler Accessory onto the Mevo Start. Now, we designed the Mevo Cooler Accessory so that you can use your camera in high temperatures. And what this will do is it has two little heat sinks here that will draw heat away from the camera, and then it has these fans that pull air through the heat sinks, and that will effectively pull heat away from the camera so that the camera can operate in higher temperatures. All right, so let's go over what you get in the kit from us. First of all, you're not going to get a Mevo Start. That's not going to come in the kit. All right, but what you are going to get is you are going to get these top and bottom brackets. You'll get two heat sinks. You'll get a fan assembly, and you'll get some screws. You'll also get these alcohol pads. So assembly is only going to take a few minutes, but we wanted to make this video to show you how to put it together because it's important that you get everything put together in the right order and that you get everything put together in the right direction. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to assemble the Mevo Cooler onto the Mevo Start. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the alcohol pad that comes in the kit, and we want to rip it open, and we're going to take that and we're going to clean off both sides of the camera, and we want to clean off the whole side here. And one pad should be plenty for this. It'll be a little bit shiny, and then as it dries, it's going to be matte. So you're going to want to get all the dirt off of that because we are going to take these heat sinks which have an adhesive on them, and we're going to put that adhesive directly onto the camera, and that's so we can get good heat transfer between the camera and these heat sinks here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the camera and we're going to hold it upside down, and then we're going to put the bottom bracket on it. And we're going to use our fingers to hold it in place for now and then flip the camera back over to the other side. Now the next step is to locate these heat sinks onto the Mevo Start. And you'll notice that this heat sink here is directional here. So it has one direction where the air can go through it, and it has another direction where the air really can't go through it as well. So you want to take the thinner part here, and you want to make sure that the thinner part goes front to back. And so I'll show you like this. So if you see that there, the thinner part goes front to back, and that's going to be the same on both sides. The next thing we need to do is we need to take the adhesive off, and we need to put it on the Mevo Start. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take this adhesive off, and I'm going to place this heat sink onto the Mevo Start, again with the thin fins going front to back, and I'm going to put that on and just gently push it into place. Now what I want to do is I want to take the fan assembly here, and you'll notice the fan assembly has two sides. It has one side of the fan without a sticker and the other side of the fan with a sticker. And so on both sides you want the sticker facing out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this fan in place here, and I'm going to grab a screw and I'm going to just thread it into the fan here. I'm going to grab another screw and thread it into the fan, and then I'm just going to screw this in. Now, it's important to make sure that you don't get these too tight because you're only going into plastic, and so you don't want to over tighten these screws at all. You just barely want to get them snug. So now what you want to do is flip the camera around, and we're going to put the heat sink on the other side. So I'm going to flip the camera around like this. So I've got the other side. Now remember, again, the heat sink has two directions. It has the direction with the thin fins and the direction where the fins are wider. I'm going to make sure that the thin fins are going front to back. So what I'll do is I'll take the adhesive off here, and then I'll place this heat sink onto the camera, and I'll get it lined up with the bracket, and I'm going to press it down just gently. Now remember, again, you want this fan, you want the sticker side of the fan to point out. So I'm going to put that on like this. Okay, so one thing that's important to remember is to make sure you have the fans positioned correctly. So when you put the fans on, you want to make sure that the stickers are pointing out on both sides of the unit. The other thing you want to make sure of is that the wires are both at the back of the unit. Now these fans are not mirrored, so you'll see one fan has the wire at the top and the other fan has the wire at the bottom. So the next thing we want to do is put this top bracket on. So what we're going to do is, while we're still holding the camera, we're just going to simply slip this top bracket on in place, and then you'll get two more screws here and do one side, and then flip it around and do the other side, and then you'll pretty much have the whole thing installed. All right, so there you have it. We've installed the Cooler Accessory onto the Mevo Start, and the only thing left to do is to try it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up the fan units to this battery pack here, And all you need is a battery with a USB port on it. This is a USB-A. So I'm just going to plug this in here and turn the battery on. Okay, now you'll notice that the switch has 3 settings plus an off setting. So it has high, medium, and low, and then an off setting. So I'm going to put it on high. And you can see here that the fans start going. What it's going to do is draw air in through the heatsink and then out and away from the camera. Well, there you have it. It's as easy as that. Installing the Cooler Accessory onto the Mevo Start is pretty easy. It just takes a few steps, and you want to make sure that you get the components in the right order. Again, make sure that you have your fins going front to back, and then also make sure that the stickers are out on both sides of the camera. And there you have it. The camera does have a cold shoe accessory mount, so you can mount things to the top of the camera. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us through the website. It's check6.shop, and we hope you enjoy.